Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG coming at you from the Lakeside Villa Harbour on another beautiful day in Rentopia. In the previous episode, we were covering off some pretty heavy jazz. And now that we've got all that off our chests, guys, we can get back to the business of Minecrafting, and damn, is it going to be sweet. We have got a ton to do in this video, guys. But before we get onto our task for today, which is going to be building a Lakeside Villa Harbour railway station, I just wanted to show you guys the quick changes that I've done to the harbour itself. I've added some glowstone around these parts, and I think they are looking pretty sweet. It gives the place a nice eerie feel at night. You guys will see it when the sun goes down this evening. And I've also solved the problem that we had with ice, and this was a genius suggestion by one of you guys, to lay down a layer of glowstone all around the middle of the canals, and that's going to stop any ice spawning anywhere on the water surface within the canals. So that has happened, and as you can see, there is no ice happening over here. We're going to wait for it to snow though to really test it out to see if that's actually going to hold. But guys, this is going to be a sweet episode. We are excavating, we are building some railway lines. It's been a while since we worked on the railway lines, and you know, I really love the railway lines, man. The railway lines are like one of my favorite parts of this whole world. One of my favorite parts of Rentopia is getting in a minecart and traveling either to the NPC village, to Dogtown in the desert, or to the strip mine outpost. And man, it is going to be awesome. And you know, we've got big plans obviously for railway lines. We also want to be adding a railway network in the nether at some point. Man, we have so much to do, guys. I mean, it's only season 2, but man, you would have thought that we would have already achieved quite a lot in season 2, but in reality, we haven't actually done that much, and we still have so much to do, man. We still need to make an entire railway network in the nether, so that we can start traveling to, you know, further places, to new chunks. I mean, we're in Minecraft 1.5 now, and man, by season 3, I guess we'll be in, who knows, maybe we'll be in Minecraft. I don't think we'll be in Minecraft 1.6, but certainly within the next 6 months we'll be in Minecraft 1.6. So we need to, you know, have the ability to spawn new chunks so that we can benefit from all the awesome new stuff that Mojang is putting into the game every time it updates it. And the best way to do that is via the nether, man, and making what I'm going to call an adventure rail. And what an adventure rail is, that it just literally goes in one direction, straight, just goes straight, man. You just excavate whatever is in the way of the adventure rail. If you got to dig through mountains, you got to dig through mountains, and you know, whatever you come across, that is what you, that's what you adventure, man. And that adventure rail can literally go on, man. It could probably go on forever. And that is actually going to be really sweet. I'm looking forward to constructing that adventure rail at some point. But first, guys, we've got to focus on our priorities. And number one, that is finishing off the Lakeside Villa to a standard that we're happy with. Of course, the Lakeside Villa is still a project from season 1 that we haven't finished off yet. And, you know, it's sacrilege to be moving on to these new projects without finishing off the older projects. I'm sure most of you cyberdogs will agree with me, man. It's just, the OCD is kicking in, man. We need to finish off this stuff before we get completely, you know, stuck into Mole City, before we really, you know, turn our focus to that project and get that done really, really well. And of course, guys, we still have some stuff to do in Minecraft 1.5. For example, using daylight sensors to create street lamps in Mole City. Now, what is this for you? For those of you who maybe don't play Minecraft, I'll be surprised if there are some of you guys who don't play Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure I've seen in the comments that some of you guys actually don't play Minecraft. But there is a new block called a daylight sensor, and what that does is, when there is daylight, it creates a bit of redstone energy. So you can use that to turn on a light in a city, basically, when it is nighttime, by using what they call I think it's called an off gate. And that's basically just saying that in the daytime it will be off, and at night it will be on. So basically you're just rewiring it from turning on when there's daylight to turning off when there's daylight. And man, that probably didn't make any sense to anybody, but trust me, that's how it works. And you know, we will be exploring that a little bit further in future episodes. For that, what we're going to need though is we are going to need quartz, and quartz of course is the new material that we find in the nether. So after this project, I think what we're going to have to do is go on a little bit of a nether run, see if we can find some quartz up in the nether, and that is going to be sweet. Man, I'm looking forward to that. But for now, guys, let's finish off our railway. All we're doing now is installing the powered rails up in this jazz, and what we're going to have to do is get some redstone torches in here too. Now I know that, I don't know how we did it at the strip mine, but I know that we didn't do a very good job. I think we just put redstone torches everywhere, and that was, you know, that kind of sucked. But, oh goodness, I don't think we're going to have enough powered rail. Okay, we need 2 more powered rails so that we can create our awesome automatic, what is it called? It's like an automatic starting platform that we've got in all of our stations. But this is the powered rails now installed. What we've got to do now is get some redstone torches so that these bad boys are always powered. I'm sure I brought some redstone torches. You have got to be kidding me. I didn't bring any redstone torches. Oh god. That is noobing out of epic proportions right there, man. Damn. All right, well, I think I've probably got some redstone torches up in the sewers. So what we'll just do now is lay down the foundations. Oops. And guys, if you remember how we did this in the strip mine, I think what I'm going to do... It's annoying that, oh god, the railway line doesn't actually come into the center of the harbor over here. That is quite annoying, I got to say. But maybe what we'll do is loop it around, because it's got to be in the center of these pillars, right? I mean, let's try and ensure that no OCD can kick in at any time. So let's have a look. What is the center of these pillars over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this is the center of these pillars, right? So what we want is for the one starter platform to be over here, and the other starter platform to be over here. And remember, how we do this is by adding a button above the railway line. I do believe that's how we do it. Let's just make a button quickly and give it a... There's a button. Sweet. It's going to be like that. And there we see when we press this button, it actually turns on the power of that redstone, of this powered rail, which will be able to shoot us out of the Lakeside Harbour station. So that is awesome. So this is going to have to loop around here. We're going to have to move all of this jazz in a moment. That's going to connect up to there. And then this one is going to connect up to there. Okay, nice. That is actually really cool. I'm actually quite liking that. What we're going to have to do, though, is sort this out. We're going to have to get rid of this stone, I'm afraid. It just ain't working for me. Our rails have to run on jungle wood planks. So let's get the jungle wood planks installed. And then we can re-rail. Bam! Alright, sweet! Alright, that's looking good. I mean, you know what we could do is maybe raise it up a level. So that it's... Because this kind of looks weird, right? Like, maybe what we should do is raise it up one level. I think that's a good plan. So why don't we raise it up by... Oops. By one block. Like this. Just so that it's different to the harbor itself. You know what I mean? You guys will see what I'm talking about now, man. We'll use like steps to make the platform easy to get up on also. Alright. Like that. That's looking pretty decent. Man, it is actually harder to make stations than you think, because it's one of those things like, you know, it's much easier to conceptualize like massive structures in your imagination before you build them, but stations like this are quite finicky builds, you know what I mean? Like you've got to really think about where the rails are going to be running. It's quite difficult to sort of conceptualize them before you actually try and build them. So that's why I find it always a little bit easier to experiment a bit, try different builds, try different layouts, and see how they work out. Like for example, this is now going to come like this. Or maybe what this needs to do actually, I think what we need is some sort of like a railing over here. So this will come like this. Let's get rid of this crafting table. and install the rails like this. Let's just get our powered rail down there. Bam! Then of course we're going to have one more over here. And on this side, we're going to have to do the same thing. So what I'm thinking, right, is if we add... No, that ain't working either. That ain't working for me, man. That is just not going to fly. Okay, so what I'm going to have to try and do, guys, is just experiment a little bit. And once I've got a build I'm happy with, I will bring you back on the other side of this kaplooey. Kaplooey! Alright, Cyberdogs, we are back at the new Lakeside Harbour station, and as you can see, it is looking pretty sweet. I'm getting quite happy with this configuration over here. I've just had to move around my chest a couple times, rather annoyingly, but I'm pretty happy with this configuration. What I've done is I've raised the station itself up by a level above the harbour, and what I want to do now is get some of these stairs all along these, the outline of this raised level. And that's really just going to complete the look of this station, I think. You know, it makes it its own area within the harbour. Paloma, you need to get out of the way there, man. I'm trying to lay down some stairs. Paloma actually was sitting over there, and she actually was so interested in what was going on up in here that she's come and joined us. So check it out, man. Sit down. Guard my box. So now, guys, we can see, let's get to the other side of the harbour. That is actually looking really sweet, I think. I think these glowstones over here probably don't really match that well, but I'll leave them for now, just because breaking them is annoying, and they turn, you know, into glowstone again. But check it out. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought for a moment we couldn't actually get out of our dock, but that is looking pretty awesome, right? So here are the two station docks. One over here, one over here. There are the buttons. And I actually think this is looking pretty damn sweet. So what we could probably do now is connect these up to the main railway track up at the top. We actually do have a minecart up here. So why don't we push this minecart down the hill? Go down the hill, man. All right, we need to power these rails, I think, to make it work. So I think what we'll do is start up here. I don't think we actually need these ones at the top, but we will connect the rails, and this is where we'll start adding our redstone torches. Do we have them in our inventory? Nope. Oh, there they are. Okay, sweet. So we've got a couple redstone torches here. So what we can do is we'll neaten this all up, guys, but let's just get this working. Let's just make sure that this is working the way that we want it to. You know, this is really just experiment mode at the moment. You know, we're just making sure that everything is working as it should. And we need to get a redstone torch next to each of these powered rails, so that when the minecart hits these things, it actually has momentum and it gets a boost, and it carries on going all the way down. And of course, it needs to come all the way up too. So it needs, you know, it needs these powered rail tracks to really give it a boost as it comes up this hill. I think this is almost as steep as the strip mine outpost ramp, but all very similar. It basically looks exactly the same, but this time, instead of like really overusing our powered rails, we're going for a much more conservative use of powered rails, and I think that's probably going to work quite nicely. There we go. The rail goes into its dock now in the Lakeside Harbour station. There we go. So that the minecart is sitting nicely over there. Maybe what we need to do is create a few. Let's make a few fence posts. I mean a few fences. Let's just make some of these sticks. Make some fences. And much like Grand Mole Hall Station, we'll have these fences running like this, right? And maybe we'll have a couple here like this, and this is how you get into the station through this gate over here. This is like the ticket office, right? This is like the ticket office right here, man. Not, of course, if I just place them everywhere all over the show. Okay, that's looking pretty sweet. And then what we can do is just maybe finish it off by, you know, making sure that no mobs can get in here. So now that is fenced off beautifully like that. We're going to have to get rid of all of this land and do something with it. I think what we'll do is build a wall out of this stone brick texture. That could be pretty sweet. But let's just go over to the other side of the harbour. Let's have a look what this is looking like. Yeah, man, I'm feeling that. That is looking pretty damn sweet. And for health and safety reasons, we need to fence off this area over here. You know, we don't want any kids falling down there and basically tumbling over, rolling into the lake and being eaten by the really dangerous Lakeside Villa sea carp that are living in there. We've got carp living in here. We've got bass living in the sewage runoff, man. Seriously, dangerous times. Okay, so this is looking pretty good for a temporary station. I'm pretty happy with this, I think. But I'm dying to see what you guys have to say in the comment section below. So hook me up with your opinions, please, guys. And any more great ideas, like, you know, this running glowstone underneath the canals was one of your guys' ideas, and I really love that idea. So, you know, I'm checking the comments all the time, guys, and you know, if I spot something really, really cool that you guys come up with, I usually use it. So let's take a ride all the way. I think this is going to take us to the strip mine outpost. Might as well go there. It's been a while. But there we go, guys. Our new Lakeside Villa railway station is now complete. All we got to do is finish off the entrance to the Lakeside Villa there. Make sure that we've got a manual way to walk into the Lakeside Villa as well as going into the station. But guys, this has been freaking epic. I have loved it. Oh man, this has been such a fun episode of crafting. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And I cannot wait to see. Oh my goodness, I can't get the perspective right. There I am. Hey, what's cracking? What's cracking, dudes? My legs are so strong they actually can go through metal minecarts. That's right, people. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, you know what to do, man. You smack that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm gonna stick this fence right between the crack of your ass. So why don't you hit that subscribe button, guys? There's way more videos coming on the RenDog channel. Guys, we'll see you in the next Minecraft video. Goodbye.